What's going on, everyone? Whether you're a sysadmin, a student, or just running a server for your own project, SSH is usually the first and most targeted entry point for attackers. So if you're running CentOS or CentOS, however you want to say it, this is your full guide to securing SSH the right way. We're going to go through this step by step. So we're going to go over port changes, firewall rules, log monitoring. I'm going to show you guys everything. So let's start with locking down access to only trusted keys. So the first thing we're going to do is generate a SSH key pair. We're going to start by replacing passwords with the secure SSH keys. All right, so on your local machine, we're going to issue this command to create a key pair. So SSH key gen 19 RSA 4096. All right, this is issuing a key pair. It's just showing you where the key is being saved at. So it's going to enter in this file, and you're just gonna hit enter. You're just gonna hit enter twice. For me, I already have this, so I'm gonna put no. I already have a public and private key pair. So you're just gonna enter through the prompts. All right. So just so you guys know, there's two keys that's created. It's the private key and the public key. So the private key is what you want to keep safe. You're not going to share this with anyone. The public key, we're actually going to send over the public key to the server. So now we're going to do that now by using this command, SSH copy ID. You're going to do your username at your server's IP. So this securely appends your key to the server's authorized keys list. After this, you can log in without typing in a password. So now that we've copied our key to the remote server, this is the remote server that we're using is the one we're going to be doing all the configurations to lock down the server. So we're going to SSH now into that server. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is configure our firewall to allow traffic from the port we configured for SSH, which was 2222. Let's use this command. All right, you can take the firewall configurations a little bit further by restricting access to only a limited number of IP addresses that are going to be accessing your system. Now, for the next step, we're going to install fail2ban. So fail2ban is a monitoring tool. It basically just monitors login attempts. So if someone fails to authenticate too many times, they get blocked. Their IP address gets blocked and they get locked out. And fail2ban can also be used on different services, but we're doing SSH for this video, so this is what we're going to stick to. Install APL. All right, next thing you're going to do is install fail to ban. We're going to yum install fail to ban, back Y, and you're going to hit enter. I already have it installed. All right, so now that you successfully SSH'd into the machine, we're now going to do all of our configurations here. So this is going to be our firewalls, our fail to ban tool, and our other configurations. It's all going to happen here on the remote server. So you guys are going to need two computers, two virtual machines, two servers, whatever you want to call it. All right, so we're gonna go into the configuration file for SSH. So you guys can use gedit, Nano, any text editor that you want to use. For this video, I'm going to use V. V. All right, so we're going to do a couple changes in here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to look for password authentication. Sorry, actually, we can do the public key authentication first. You're going to uncomment it, put yes. Permit root login. You're going to uncomment it and put no. And then we're going to change the default port to something like 2222. So the reason for this is there's a lot of bots online and there's a lot of hackers that will automatically scan for port 22, which is what SSH runs on by default. So we want to change it to something else like 22222. You can change it to a couple other things, but for the purposes of this video, we're going to use this port. All right, now we're gonna exit out. We're going to restart the service. Yep. Yeah, make sure to enable. All right, so once we have completed the configurations in the SSH file, now at this point, only people that have SSH keys are going to be able to access the server. Forgot to mention, there's a line in the SSH configuration file, allow users. You can actually edit this line and put which users specifically that are allowed to SSH into SSH for. So if you know that you're going to be using one, two, or three users, or only one, two, or three users are allowed to SSH into the system, you can put each individual username into that line and allow those specific users. All right, yeah. So we already have this installed. So there's nothing for us to do here. All right, so you guys are going to install, after you install fail to ban, you're going to start the service. Service. So it's still working after you turn off the machine, right? All right, next we're going to edit the default configuration file for the fail to ban tool, which is going to be gel.local. Should be some configurations in here already. All right, yeah. So you guys can just copy it, just copy what I have here. Just gonna go through each line so you guys know what's going on here. The first line, SSHD, just sets up the rules for SSH. So enabled equals true, it just activates this configuration file. Port equals SSH, it watches for the whatever port SSH is using. So it doesn't matter if it's on 22 or 2200. For this case, we're using 22222. It's going to be monitoring that port. Filter equals SSHD. So it uses built-in patterns to detect failed logins. Log path is the location of the login attempts on CentOS. So for our distribution, it's var log secure. Max retry equals 5. This triggers a ban after 5 failures. And then ban time equals 600. It bans the IP for 10 minutes. So for this, it measures it in seconds. So 60 seconds equals 1 minute. 600 seconds is 10 minutes. Same thing for find time equals 600 line. So for this line, looks for 5 failure attempts and then in a 10-minute window. So once you guys have this set up, this is going to give you instant protection. I can cover some more advanced options in another video. You guys just gotta let me know down in the comment section below. But moving on, just exit out of this. All right, so we're going to use Journal CTL, the tool Journal CTL, to monitor SSH login attempts. You guys can use Journal CTL. Thank you. SSHD. Oh, spelled it wrong. Journal. You can watch it in real time. What? Journal CTL. So yeah, SSHD, SF. So each time a login attempt is, each time someone attempts to log into the system, a line will pop up here. So you can actually watch this in real time. So this is great for catching brute force or unauthorized login attempts, or even authorized login attempts. Check out this. Something else I forgot to add for the configuration file. You can actually kill idle sessions, automatically reducing the risk of hijacked terminals. So you can disconnect idle sessions after 5 minutes. So the line for that is going to be client alive interval. For mine, I put the default, I believe it's 300. You can just uncomment that, or you can put however many seconds or minutes you want for that. And then client alive count max, you're going to put 0 for that. All right, moving on to the last thing. You're going to install Linus. Linus is a powerful auditing tool. It checks your SSH configuration file, your file permissions, firewall status, and a couple other things. So we're going to go ahead and install that. I already have it installed. All right. And you're going to do Linus audit system. There's going to be a whole bunch of things coming up here. So it's going to check for a lot of things. You can kind of get a detailed report. It's going to give you a couple messages, okay, warning, and suggestion entries. You can use this to fix the weak points in your system. So you can even output this. You can either output this to another file just so you can like look at it and have a smoother experience, just viewing each line, seeing what it says. All right, we're gonna exit this out. All right, and that's it. Your CentOS server is now protected with key-based SSH, firewalls, fail-to-ban, and a full audit system. If this helped you, hit the like button down below and subscribe for more Linux security content. Drop a comment if you want a full deep dive into fail-to-ban rules or visual guide and SSH key pair authentications. So thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.